Okay, so in Adobe Illustrator, we're going to work on using the pen tool today to create line segments and outline particular shapes. So I've already given you two different layers, and layer 3 we're going to rename by double-clicking on it, and let's call that trace. Okay, and then you're going to go to, there's two parts to each segment here. There's the fill, which means what do you want to fill the color with. So I'm going to click on fill and say none. So there's a red line through that. And then I'm going to double click on the stroke, which is the outline. And I'm going to pick a bright color that kind of really stands out as I trace. So I'm going with like a pink. I'm going to up my stroke points to, let's say, 3, as it was on 1. And then you're going to go 3 tools down. If you hover over it, it should say pen tool. It's 3 tools on my screen. It might be different on yours. And in this case, this is going to be fairly easy. You have click, click. I messed that one up. Click. And you're really trying to match your outline exactly as to what's there. Click, click, click. And I'm purposely going to do this one off a little wee bit. So I'm going to click. Now, the line segment wants to keep going. You can see it's still hooked onto my pen no matter where I move it. So I want to end it right there. So I'm going to go to Control-Shift-A to end the line segment. Now, there's select, and then there's direct select. So I'm moving a point. I want to go to direct select, and I'm going to click on that anchor point right here. And as I'm holding down my left button on my mouse, I'm going to realign that to where I wanted it. So I'm going to zoom in, double check if I made any other mistakes using direct select. Click on that anchor point first, activate it, then move it. All right, so that they line up fairly well. Back to the pen tool. This one's fairly easy, click, 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 etc. But on exercise 3, you're not going to be able to go from point 1 to point 2. When it's a semicircle or a half circle, you're going to only really be able to go halfway through that. So do 2, I'm skipping on to 3, I'm going to click, and then I am going to left click, but I'm not letting go of my mouse. I'm still holding down on the button. And I'm going to pull the handles to the right until I align that to the shape. Okay? And it should be fairly horizontal. Then I'm going to let go. Then I'm going to go to 2. Let go, half point, and I'm still clicking, not letting go, pulling this one to the right until I line that up on the handles and let go, then to point 3, 3.5, click, left click it, pull to the right, and then go to 4. And then Control-Shift-A to fix that. So I have a couple mistakes here, as you can see. So I'm going to go to direct select. This anchor point looks good, but this anchor point does not. So I'm going to pull this handle with direct select here. Click. I'm going to pull that handle in a little bit until I line that up. I'm going to move that anchor point down a little bit. And maybe pull that handle in just a little wee bit. Okay, so that's how you fix your mistakes, is with direct select on the anchor points. But you kind of need to tell Illustrator, I'm clicking on it, then I want to move it. Otherwise, you'll be clicking on it, and you'll move everything all at once, and that's not what you want. Okay, the rest seem fairly simple. And then you're going to slide over to the right, and you're going to work on these shapes here. Okay, so there's a total of 9 more. When you're done, File, Save As, and you need to make sure that you're in an AI format. So double check Adobe Illustrator AI, and you should put your last name in front of this and your first name. All right, and then click Save when you're totally done with all the designs.